I guess the lights off mean you can all leave now? Oh, we're good. All right. Thank you, Ms. Michalski, for your kind introduction. Hi, everyone. I want to thank my family, friends, teachers, coaches, and the entire King community for helping me to become who I am today. I am honored to be here alongside Greta and Mallory, whom I highly respect and admire. I am so happy to know we now live in a world where everybody gets to be the valedictorian of their senior class. Thanks, Obama. As I reflect on my King experience, I've thought about how I've grown as a learner and how my thinking has evolved over the years. When I was younger, I had views about art or politics or people that were unchallenged. Through conversations and experiences, both inside and outside the classroom, I began to see things more expansively. As Danish existential philosopher Søren Kierkegaard once said, quote, "There are only two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to believe what is true," unquote. In other words, we are doing ourselves and those around us a great disservice when we are unwilling to see things differently. The King culture has given me the courage and the confidence to ask questions, to make mistakes, to be wrong, and to explore and discover new possibilities. I guess I've taken the advice to ask any questions to heart, as my paper plate award for the lacrosse season was most likely to ask a stupid question. All jokes aside, being curious and allowing ourselves to ask the stupid question where the answer might seem obvious is what opens up conversations that we may not have otherwise had. So, I urge you all to ask the stupid questions and try not to take yourselves too seriously. In the classroom, my teachers have encouraged me and others to challenge our opinions, think for ourselves, and listen to each other. Ever since freshman year history with Mr. G, various teachers of mine have created a space for ideas to be shared, challenged, and debated. The clear takeaway for me and my classmates who have had these experiences is that our teachers value teaching us how to think, not what to think. For example, Mr. Learnicum deliberately assigned each member of my class positions in our comparative government House of Commons simulation that uniquely challenged our respective political views. If you know either Luke Buttonwieser or me, it was quite an interesting experience for Luke, co-leader of the Young Democrats Club, to represent the Conservative Party, and for me, co-leader of the Young Republicans Club, to represent the Labour Party. I'd like to point out that by the end of the simulation, Jeremy Corbyn of the Labour Party was the new Prime Minister, in spite of Luke's refusal to concede defeat. I want to share an example of how my thinking has changed in a completely unexpected way. If you were to talk to me sophomore year in Miss Nichols' art class, I would have probably told you that modern art is just a way for people to BS their way into getting money for doing something that a 5-year-old could make. To my surprise, my senior art colloquium was almost entirely comprised of conceptual art. I was encouraged by Miss Lapola and Miss Nichols to take a risk and pursue my passions and my themes, rather than confining myself to a certain form of art. And in doing so, I learned the importance of challenging my preconceived ways of doing things. I am also grateful to my classmates who have created an atmosphere of mutual respect as we discuss and debate some pretty charged issues. In particular, I can remember several debates with Dean, Jack Riley, and others during our free periods, and the mature discourse in Young Republicans Club versus Young Democrats Club debates. I also remember a spirited conversation on a controversial topic with Jordan, Natasha, Henry Lazarus, and Anna on the London Model UN trip last spring. We all walked away with a broader understanding, deeper friendships, and more open and curious minds. In each of these situations, as well as many others, I've discovered how important it is to listen to each other and be willing to see things in a new way. This posture has created unity through diversity, not uniformity. We're all friends with a lot more people than we imagined we would be. Having the courage to challenge who we think we are and what we believe is far more valuable than accumulating knowledge and information or needing to win and to be right. I encourage you all to challenge your truths, especially if you are particularly strong in that conviction. For example, if you liked season 8 of Game of Thrones, you might want to rethink some things. I want to offer you one more quote. Einstein said, quote, "No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. We must learn to see the world anew," unquote. There are certainly a lot of problems to be solved, and with openness, curiosity, respect, and courage, the possibilities for our generation are endless. I'm honored to be a part of this incredible class. Congratulations to each and every one of you.